lesson, we're gonna focus on adding and subtracting matrices. Adding and subtracting matrices is a fundamental operation in linear algebra, where two matrices are combined by adding and subtracting their corresponding elements, provided the matrices have the same dimensions. But first, let me introduce to you our learning objectives.
This is our learning objectives. Understand what a matrix is and how its dimensions are defined by the number of rows and columns. Learn the necessary condition that two matrices must have the same dimensions to be added or subtracted. Be able to perform addition and subtraction of matrices by adding or subtracting their corresponding elements. Recognizing key properties of matrix addition and subtraction, including commutativity of addition and the rule of the zero matrix. Apply these concepts by solving example problems involving 2x2 matrices and generalizing to larger matrices. This is our introduction to matrices. A matrix is an array of numbers arranged in rows and columns where our number is called an element. The size or dimension of a matrix is given by the number of rows and columns it contains. For example, a matrix with 2 rows and 3 columns is called a 2x3 matrix. A matrix with 2 rows and 2 columns are called 2x2 matrix. A matrix with 3 rows and 3 columns is called 3x3 matrix, or also known as square matrix. Remember the conditions for adding and subtracting matrices. To add or subtract two matrices, they must have the exact same dimensions, that is, the same number of rows and columns. This condition ensures that each element in one matrix corresponds directly to an element in the other matrix. To understand clearly the conditions for adding and subtracting matrices, here are the visual representation below in the description for a clear understanding. Now, I will show you how to add matrices. First, check dimensions. Confirm both matrices have the same size. Second, add corresponding elements. Add the elements in each position from the two matrices. So we have here the 9 plus 5 from the first row and first column of the two matrices, and 6 plus 2 from the first row and second columns of the matrices, and 8 plus 1, 7 plus 4 from the second row and the first row of the two matrices, and followed by 5 plus 3, 9 plus 6, 6 plus 2, 8 plus 7, 5 plus 1. And now, do the math. You can see the final answer of our A plus B matrices is 14, 8, 9, 11, 8, 15, 8, 15, and 6. Here are some examples for you to understand more about adding the two matrices. We can have here the 2x2 matrices and 2x3 matrices. For solving this problem, we can repeat the previous steps on how to add these two matrices. The first rows and first columns of the matrices is added together. We can see that 1 plus 3, 3 plus 4, 2 plus 5, 5 plus 2, and we have their sum of 4, 7, 7, and 7. For the number 2, the 2x3 matrices, you can repeat the process. We have the 1 plus 1, 3 plus 3, 4 plus 4, 2 plus 2, 5 plus 5, and 2 plus 2. So we have their sum 2, 6, 8, 4, 10, and 4. So as you can see, the dimensions is not changed, and it clearly says that it is a 2x3 matrices. And now let's proceed to subtract matrices. First, check dimensions. Verify both matrices are the same size. Second, subtract corresponding elements. Subtract each element in the second matrix from the corresponding elements in the first matrix. So we have the matrix A and the matrix B. So as you can see, the matrix A first row and first column is subtracted to the matrix B first row and first column. So the result is 9 minus 5 followed by 6 minus 2 from the first row and second column of the matrices, and 8 minus 1 from the first rows and third column of the matrices, and 7 minus 4, 5 minus 3, 9 minus 6, 6 minus 2, 8 minus 7, and 5 minus 1. So do the math. We have the result of 4, 7, 3, 2, 3, 4, 1, and 4. So this is the final answer in subtracting these two matrices.
Here in the next slide, here are some more examples for you to understand clearly about subtracting matrices. You can see here the 2 by 2 matrices and 2 by 3 matrices. You can pause this video if you want. And now let's proceed to the next slide. And now, if you understand on how to subtract and add matrices, you can solve these two items here. For the summary of this video, always check that matrices have the same dimensions before adding or subtracting. Add or subtract element by element. Remember that addition is commutative, subtraction is not. This concludes the tutorial on adding and subtracting matrices. Practice these steps to build your confidence in working with matrix operations. Thank you for watching this tutorial video.